Market update time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Hey traders, I've just recorded the video walking you through all the details and steps to the blast off trading system. You're going to absolutely love this. To get access to this blast off trading system, click on the box above that says blast off trading system to get access to it now. Alright traders, market update time. Let's have a quick look at what happened to the markets last night. Dow Jones up slightly. One thing that I'm starting to see here, guys, with the Dow Jones right now, I know I've been saying for the last few days, probably for the last week, that I'm expecting a drop back in the indices, Dow Jones and so on and so forth. Here's the thing. If we don't drop pretty quickly over the next couple of days, we're likely to start rising again in this upward move. Because one thing I've noticed is that with the market itself, is that when the market rises, there's two scenarios that I've noticed. The market either pauses or reverses. If the market runs up and then reverses, then that's a pullback. If the market runs up and pauses, guess what? It's now likely to continue. So there's a pause or reverse. If it pauses, it's likely to go up. Now we're pausing again. This actually could mean we're likely to continue to have another run to the high side. So if we don't start getting a decent pullback like with the next couple of days, we're likely to start rising back up into the mid 19,000. So that's what I'm looking there on the Dow Jones. Same for the S&P 500. We've had this rise. If we don't get a nice sharp reverse soon, this may be the pause situation before we actually rally. Moving into Nasdaq. Nasdaq, you actually can see that, looking at Nasdaq here, you can see that once again it's rallied. We're pausing here. That's actually not a weak sign. Yes, we've rallied high, but now we're just pausing for a bit. That to me is actually a bullish sign, and I know I've been calling the downside here, and I do have a position to benefit from the downside, as you guys know, with that put option position and other positions. But as this market rises and now it's pausing, if we don't get a drop soon, we're likely to pop back out and start to rally back up again. So that's really interesting to see what's going on through there, guys. Transportation average, it's rallied up again, it's just pausing through here. So do we start to get a roll over here in a transportation average? Same for the IWV, and this is the one that I'm actually on myself. This is the Russell 2000 index. Obviously, yeah, the Russell 2000 index, and this is the one that I've got a put option on. But I do like how this has been so extended and it's starting to roll over now. So you're not getting that pause yet. You're not getting the pause on this Russell 2000 index ETF. So with that being said, guys, what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at that. Okay, the market's starting to pull back, and now we're starting to pause a little bit here. As you know, this is what's happening on that there, but the big one here I'm looking at is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. As you can see, right, the Dow Jones Industrial Average chart is showing that. Now, one thing I do want to show you, one thing I did notice on the S&P 500 while doing my trading this morning. Let me actually bring this chart up here. Let me actually let me delete that line, because that no longer needs to be there. And let me just delete that here. Here's the thing, guys, okay? Here's the thing I want you to notice here. If we have a nice down week this week on the S&P, that could confirm a top in the market. Because as you can see, if you've been watching my videos for the last few days, you'll be able to see it's made a high up here. It's rallied up, and now it's closed above there. Do we then start the rally back down? If so, that's a game changer in the market. So it's just something that I want you guys to keep an eye on for and to keep a lookout for when it comes to the S&P 500. So guys, as you know, I know that overall, guys, I actually have a position in this IWM, which is, which I've got put options in. But by looking at this Dow Jones, guys, I'm just telling you how I see it. is that if we pause here for a little bit longer, we actually could start to rise even more. Even though we've been very extended to the high side, we actually could start to rise even more. So we need to start to see that pullback happening now. Otherwise, we're just going to continue going up for a little bit more longer. Moving on to silver and gold. Silver and gold. So looking at silver, you can see pretty much a nothing day, rallied down, rallied back up, and sort of just closed, basically break even there. It is definitely holding this area through here. And if you notice, if I draw a little, this is the short term anyway, guys, short term daily chart, you can see that how that it's now finding that level of support through there. You see how that it found a lot of support all through here, guys, and now you can see it's finding a lot of support through there as well too. So you can see support, now it's coming support again. To me, do we start to get that sort of action there? So really interesting, guys, to actually see that as well. Okay, so that's really holding strong there. And looking at gold as well too, gold is definitely holding strong. But gold, even though I've been saying we're getting ready for a pullback, gold, if we don't see a rally here real soon, we're likely to continue down, because gold is actually building a small little bear flag here. We have this drop down and it's building a small little bear flag. So I know long term, guys, we're at some major key areas of support. But on the short term, guys, we need to see a rally. Because look at this here. We have this bit here. Okay, we have this section through here. This was this previous low through here, okay? And now the market's dropped down. If we don't get a nice rally soon, or back above this level through here, then we're likely to start going down and maybe even continue down for a little bit longer. It's very difficult to see what's going to happen here, guys. So we're just going to play. Obviously, we're just going to watch it to see what's going on. But that's what I'm seeing there on silver and gold. I know that I've been saying strong sellers, weak sellers equals strong buyers. And I am saying that, and I am looking at that. But I'm looking at the whole picture itself. Looking at the weekly chart, looking at the daily chart, and just looking at this market and looking at the price action. I still do believe that even if we do get a little drop down, we're likely to rally back up and rally hard, maybe into the end of the year. But looking at this price action as it's doing right now, as you can see what I'm saying on the Dow Jones, right? You can see here, right? It comes down, it pauses, and then it drops, and then it pauses, and then it drops, and then it pauses. Do we get a drop here? If we do, it's just likely to continue that. Or if we pop out of this, oh, now it's changing. We went from drop, pause, drop, pause, drop, pause. Do we drop again, or do we rally back up? We know if we do rally back up, this is now something. What is this? It's different, right? We're now changing the tune of what's been happening this last month, and that's now looking on the very small picture. So I'm just being completely honest with you guys. I know I've been saying that we're likely to rally. I still do think that, but we need some certain things to happen pretty quickly. Otherwise, we're likely to start to see that gold and silver keep going down, which is what I'm seeing through there. Let's go have a look at other indices or other indexes. The HUI sort of just paused through there. Not much going on through there. The XAU, guys, is looking really bullish. If we can, this is obviously the gold silver sector index. Looking at this here, guys, we did have this low point through here. We made this low point through here, and we're just going sideways. And you can see how this whole resistance level through here. Let me actually do that here in this green. You can see this whole resistance level through here. And you can see how we had this all resistance level. Now it's actually coming support. But we do have a key areas of support resistance through here. So do we rally back above this 85 and hold? If so, we could have a one bottom, a drop lower, which is like a last gust of breath before we continue higher. If we break back above 85, that whole thing could be a complete game changer. And I do believe, with that being said, we're now likely to start rallying back up to see the highs up here again on XAU and GDX as well too. GDX very similar. We're actually getting this rally down, and as you can see, we're actually getting this sort of, again, a very similar price action to what we've been seeing on silver and gold as well too. So once again, guys, we definitely want to see a break above these lows through here, back above 23. if that's the case, then I think we can start to see a major move up, moving to the high side. So one thing I do want to share with you guys, and I want to share with you this one here, is that I was looking at the monthly charts of all these. This is the key monthly charts. And let me show you this here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring up, while I'm doing this video here, I'm going to bring up an image that I post for my private traders. And I'm going to show you what I see here. Now this is as I speak right now. This is what I'm about to show you here right now, guys, is the GDX monthly. Okay, GDX monthly. And this is, as I said before, guys, this is the monthly. This is the monthly bar, and this is what we're looking at right now. So as you can see, and if I do my little arrow thing here, as you can see that we actually had this peak here, lower peak. We had this lower peak and another lower peak, right? You with me so far? And we're stepping down. Lower trough, lower trough, lower trough, lower trough. With me so far? But look what happened here. We not only, and this peak up here, it's higher than this peak here, and it's higher than this peak here. So we've actually made a higher peak compared to the last couple of previous peaks. Now again, guys, this is the big monthly long-term GDX chart. Long-term. What is the long-term view saying? This is a monthly chart, and it's coming down. It's coming down. Do we see a higher trough here over the next month or two? If we do, then this is likely to be a reversal, and a big bull market in 2017 is likely to happen. Because look at the overall monthly charts, guys, and you can start to see that, and you can start to see we have two key areas. This one major area through here, which is basically where we're at right now. You can see how we bounced off through there. Let me bring up. And I'll bring up this red here. You can see we bounced off through there. We bounced off through there. And we're basically around that area right now. And then just below that, we also have this key area of support and resistance, which is around that level there. So we have a couple of levels of support. If we do make a higher trough, I mean, we hold here, and this is obviously November, and December is a rally like that, and rally out. That's now going to confirm a higher trough, guys. And I'm telling you right now, that's on a monthly long-term chart. That is very, very, very bullish, and I do believe right now I'm looking at this, guys, and one thing I'm looking at doing right now as I speak is I like this long-term chart. So I'm looking at buying. I haven't done it yet, but once again, I'm looking at buying 2% of my account, 2% of my account, like maybe like June next year. And, you know, maybe like way out of the money. You know what I mean? Like right now it's at 21, maybe 40, 45 or somewhere around there. You know what I mean? Again, and what am I doing there, guys? I buy in June. So it gives me about 6-7 months in total. Because there's a very high probability chance this is going to hold. So what I'm likely to do, again, guys, I may be wrong here. So I'm going to buy probably 6-7 months worth of time frame, maybe June next year. That's what I'm looking at. I'm going to buy way out of the money options. I'm going to risk 2% of my account. If I'm wrong, I lose 2%. If the market does hold and rally back up to say 30, 35, well, my account is likely to go up by say 10%. If we do start to ensue into a big rally, and we do start to see a big crash in the markets, and we do get a big rally, you know, say by 6 months from now we're up at 50, 55, well, then my account is going to grow by 20 to 30%. Are you with me so far, guys? So as you can see, that this is the type of plays that I like to play in the markets, because one, it has a high probability of doing this. I'm not just guessing this, guys. The market is showing me that, hey, we could potentially have a higher trough here. And right now, it's the perfect time to put on a long-term position, or maybe I say 6-7 month position, and 6-7 month position. And now I'm looking at this, guys, and I'm looking at this as a potential trade. It's like, okay, this has a really good chance of moving into a really big bull market, moving into 2017, because the charts are telling me. You with me so far, guys? The charts are telling me. I'm not saying, oh, I think we're going to go into a big bull market. No, the GDX has already made a higher peak and a higher peak. All we need is that higher trough here, and I do believe we're likely to start getting that higher trough, because we've actually clearly broken We've clearly broken out of all these long-term downtrend. We're now forming this bit of a bottoming action here. I do believe that's likely to happen. But if I am wrong, guys, and this is where you got to understand with my trades, if I am wrong, I lose 2% of my account. I sleep like a baby at night time. No, I don't wake up crying every half an hour. But as you can see, guys, this is about being smart about your trading. I'm putting positions on one because the charts are telling me, hey, long term, over the next 6-7 months, we could really start to see some big bullishness out of this. So I'm placing a long-term position, and right now, guys, the June way out of the money options, they're so cheap. And if we do get a rally over the next 6 months, guess what? My account's going to go up, it could go up 20, 30, maybe even more percent if we really start to get some big movement. We just don't know what's going to happen. My downside risk is 2%. That's the worst case scenario to me. If it works out really well, my account could go up 20 or even 30% because of this. Because right now, guys, because the market's been going down and down and down and down and down, guess what? The way out of the money options, 40, 45, these out of the money options, guess what? They're really cheap now. Why are they really cheap? Because the market's been going down. The put options are more expensive because volatility is in the put options. So now I'm looking at doing call options, and they're really cheap. That way, if the market does start to turn around long term over the next 6-7 months, guess what? My options are going to go from like 5 cents to $1, $2, $3. Do you see what I'm saying there? If I am wrong, I lose 2%. Hey, I'm good to go. I can keep moving forward. But if I'm right, then this is going to happen. And knowing what's happening with the economy right now, I'm pretty sure, guys, that we're going to see some sort of a crash happening soon. We don't know when. And then I'm pretty sure that's going to lead to higher prices in the GDX monthly. So I hope this really helps you out, guys. Give this a thumb up and give this a like if you really like this video. I'm just sharing with you everything that I'm doing. I don't normally share this sort of stuff with you that I share with my private clients, because this is the stuff that I just do for my private clients. Let me just take everything on screen. This is the chart that I did for my private clients. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys and share with you what I'm actually seeing here. So remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course. And I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.